Okay, let's see if this is working now. Hopefully it is. Let me know, guys, if it is working properly now. Test, test. 1, 2, 3. Sibyl. 1, 2, 3. Family. 1, 2, 3. Not getting airdrops. Not 1, 2, 3. Awesome. Then let's go straight into this. So we were covering what? Mode. So here it is. So I got a lot of points on mode. Thank God. Looks like I'm gonna have a really good airdrop. If you guys bridge before I think it was February the 4th, you should have like 5,000 points extra. So hopefully all of you guys receive that. But I've been extremely active on mode, like taking 5, 10, sometimes even 12 transactions per day, because they're not taking into account the amount of volume on chain. What they're taking into account is the amount of fees that we're burning. So it doesn't really matter if you're using something like $100, $10,000, it is basically all the same, or almost the same at least. So just taking a lot of transaction. I already use LogX. I have been taking a lot of transaction on LogX. I also use SwapSwap. I am adding some liquidity on Kim Exchange. I already have my NS, and I'm also adding some liquidity on Ionic. So I'm basically covered. The only thing that I am not doing yet is push org. That's it. All of the other one, I'm actually doing it. Also, there is a quest. Make sure that you guys do it, which is for mode. I added the link in the description, which just type mode. So you guys can see, you guys do have the option to complete this quest. I don't know if I also received some points by completing the quest, but I did them just to make sure. So go ahead and do it. If you already added some liquidity on Ionic, you just need to click verify. And basically you're done. You can also do this one if you already purchased your NS, Kim Exchange, LogX, mode, etc. The only one that I haven't done is bridging to mode testnet. That's it. Hopefully mode airdrop will be massive. You deserve it. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Are you minting the zkSync hypercomic NFTs? Yes, but I'm really not expecting nothing out of it. Just open and close position on LogX. Exactly. Nothing else. To be honest, nothing else. Whenever there is not a lot of volume in the market, I just open, close some position. That's it. Do you have any Sibyl checker? No, but I think you can use Trust Labs. Max, did you heard about Superform? I saw some airdrop hunters talking about it. Looks like with one transaction, it utilized Hyperlane, LayerZero, and Jumper. Crazy stuff. Yeah, I actually heard of it last night. I was reviewing it, so I'm gonna do a little bit more research, and let's see if tomorrow I can cover that. Just wanted to make sure that I have everything covered before I talk about it, obviously. There is also an NFT to mint on Intrack for mode. Oh, okay, perfect. Let me go ahead and write that so I can check it out later on. So yeah, for mode, I'm pretty sure I should make something. I should get something good out of it, just based on my current position, which is 181, which is pretty good, to be honest. Are you doing the guild in zkSync with a passport of 15 or 20? To be honest, I haven't. I did my KYC yesterday, so I haven't checked yet. It is important to keep a good balance of ETH and zkSync. I'm trying to decide if I should bridge more to mode or not. I'm just keeping $25, or my family is keeping $25 on their wallet. And myself, on my main, I have around $50 to $100. That's it. Okay, so deadline for the mode NFT is until the 23rd. Alrighty. So yeah, that's actually what I am doing, but it looks like they are not gonna disqualify us. At least that's how I see it. I did more than 100 transactions on mode with $500, but got 30 points. Not sure. Also, to be honest, I know that I have a lot of points for my past chain activity. I know that I have a lot, like a lot. I'm pretty sure. Because I do have a secondary wallet and I receive 1.5 pre-activity on that wallet. And this one is extremely old. I've been using it for maybe 2 to 3 years. I received the Arbitrum airdrop on it, many other airdrop, Beth airdrop, what else? HMX and many others. So I know it is a good wallet. So most likely it is because of that. And also I know that I have some referrals, but I don't think all of these points are actually coming from referrals, because usually I don't get many referrals. By the time that I cover something, there is a lot of people already using it. I don't think so. There is a quest campaign coming, and they said another opportunity for Omnibus NFT. Well, they have been saying that for the past few months, so I don't know. Is zkSync snapshot taken? No idea. We don't have that info. And if anybody says yes, they're just full of BS, because we don't know. Unless you're working for zkSync, you don't know. You don't know shit, to be honest. Has LayerZero snapshot being taken? Most likely no, because they said that once they do, they're gonna be doing an announcement. But most likely also, I'm pretty sure they will be taking the snapshot in the maybe upcoming weeks. So maybe 1 month, since the airdrop is by June. So before June, obviously they need to take the snapshot. We are almost in March. So we have what, 2 months, 3 months left for the airdrop. So most likely they're gonna be taking the snapshot. Yeah, they said they're gonna be announcing that. So again, until you get an official announcement, just continue to add transactions. That's it. Because in the end, we don't know. Just add more transaction if you can do it until we get the announcement. So let's see what else we got to cover. Oh, by the way, for mode, so yeah, as I said, I'm actually doing a little bit more logX transactions lately. Since it is tokenless, looks like we're gonna be receiving the airdrop by next month, or at least the airdrop event is until next month. I'm gonna be creating a specific video for logX and also the best ways to farm it. But right now for mode, I'm really adding a lot of transaction using logX. Then let's see what else we have to cover. Oh, dimension portal. So for dimension, now we can add some liquidity. Pools are available now, so you guys can stake some funds into it. The APR is not really that good, but obviously if you want to increase your chances of receiving other airdrop, it might be good to allocate some funds into the pools. I haven't done it. I'm just taking my funds at the moment with validators, but you guys can do it. For example, for Dimension USDT, the APR is right now 11. Most likely it will continue to drop. The APR are not really that good, unfortunately. And obviously this is per year, so it is really not good. 1% is not good. Do you think mode zkSync airdrop could be better than Menta? Pretty sure it will. Anything can be better than Minta. And obviously, zkSync is going to be better than Minta. I don't think there will be a better airdrop this year, at least for me, than zkSync. You did Asian layer? No, I didn't. And I'm not planning to do it, to be honest. Just because of the amount of funds that you need to be staking to receive some good points out of it. If I have 2 to 3K, I can obviously use that into something else. If you have 3Ks that you're not planning to use, sure, it is a good option. How to get that amount of points? You need to pray. You need to pray, papi. You need to pray. That's how I do it. Every morning, 5 a.m. Never had an issue with that. I sold my PETH airdrop, my Zeta Chain airdrop, my HMX airdrop. So no. Once you receive your airdrop, you can do whatever you want with it. If you want to sell it, if you want to stake it, whatever you want. For your airdrop, obviously you can do whatever you want. Let's see. What do you think about the Starknet airdrop? Please don't bring that shit here. We don't talk about Starknet here. I don't think anything about it. I didn't qualify. I had 3 wallets and I had my funds in an LP. I had like $300, $200 stake. I met the Scroll team. One of the team members mentioned that they will use strong wallet screening to exclude family members. Most likely no. After Starknet, I don't think so. Obviously, they still need to do a few things. But again, if you guys are doing things right, if you're adding enough volume, you're not sending funds to your family, using a VPN, you're not sending funds to the same deposit address on your CEX, on Binance, Coinbase, whatever it is, dude, you're good. You're good. Most likely you're good. No worries on that. I didn't get the Deem airdrop. Could it be worth buying some to stake at this point? Yeah, actually I purchased some this morning and I've been doing it for the past 2 weeks. So maybe every 3 days I've been purchasing a little bit more. Either Dimension or Celestia. I am buying a lot. How can zkSync airdrop be good if they don't filter CBILs? CBILs is not really the most important thing. Most likely is the amount of people using zkSync and not really adding enough volume. If you are in the top 10%, top 5%, top 15%, most likely you should receive something good out of it. Doesn't really matter, to be honest. And also zkSync is not a smart project. Like zkSync, I think it is worth maybe $4 billion. So if they do an airdrop, 10%, that is already $400 million. So yes, trust me, it will be good. Which of these 4 will increase your points faster on mode? I don't know, to be honest. I'm not sure. I'm just using all of them. And I'm just using logX just because I want the airdrop for logX. That's it. More drop points today? No, actually, no. These are my points from last week that I wanted to review. Please, what do you think that will disqualify someone from getting zkSync airdrop? Network was bad. If you're sending your funds from one wallet to the other, to your family, to your friends, if you're taking the same transaction over and over, so swapping ETH back to USDC, back to ETH, back to USDC over and over and doing the same thing 1,000 times, obviously you might get disqualified. But if you're just doing things organically, just like you use Arbitrum, you use Optimism, dude, you're good. No worries on that. Just use it normally, just add enough volume, add enough consistency. If you can use it every single day, even better, you should be good. And obviously don't send your funds to the same depositing address on CEX. If you only have one wallet on zkSync, I don't see why you're gonna get disqualified. What do you think about zkSync? Did they took the snapshot? No, I don't think so. Me and my 5 family members will receive StarkNet. 44 sisters and brothers don't because of volume below $100. Yeah, that's what I have been saying. Volume is really, really not important for an airdrop. It has never been, to be honest. If you have enough time, consistent, dude, $300 can do pretty good. I got my Arbitrum airdrop from $300 in volume. $300, that's it. And I had 2 wallets. One with maybe $250 in volume and the other one almost $400 in volume. And I still made a pretty good amount of money. I think I received 1.6K tokens, give or take, on one of them, and the other one like 1.8 or 2K, I don't know. In total, I did maybe 4 to 5K profit just by using $300. Actually, I was using $40 to add some volume, and I took like 6 transactions. That's it. But obviously, I was extremely early for Arbitrum. Do you think Base will do an airdrop? I don't think so. Have you done Tyco? Yes, but to be honest, it is extremely boring. It is not an airdrop that I like. What's the best way to check your volume on zkSync mode? zkSync.netlify has the option, but again, it is not 100% accurate. How many Milky Way points do you have? I'm not sure. I think like 400. It is not a lot because I wasn't using DeFi activities. I just started yesterday, I think, or on Saturday. How many transactions do you do per day overall? As you wish. As you wish. There is no maximum amount of transactions that you can do. Nope. Obviously, don't go crazy like one day taking 100 transactions and then all of the other days you're just taking 1. No. But if you're taking maybe 1 or 2 and then you have one day that you take 10 or 15, that is completely okay. Again, guys, Sybil is not really how you guys think it is. You're not gonna get banned from an airdrop just by using a blockchain. It doesn't work like that. Now, if you're using 10 wallets, for sure, obviously there is some risk. But just based on the amount of transaction, dude, whatever. 10, 50, 100, whatever you want. I have some days that I take 20 transactions, 30 transactions on zkSync. That's completely fine. That's completely fine. Even on LayerZero, there are some days that I take 15, 20. That's completely fine. They are creating the blockchain, the project, for you to use it, not to be shy. Actually, let me show you guys this. So you guys can see now, one sec, that all my transactions that we took on Gas.zip got confirmed. So here it is. So 18, 19 minutes ago. So all of them went through. And now I have 88 transactions. So as you can see, this is extremely easy to use. Obviously, if you want to add some volume, you're not gonna do it using Gas.zip. You're gonna need something like Jumper, like OmniBTC, like Stargate Finance, Sushi to bridge something like $500, $1,000 to add some volume. But to add transaction counts and also to use a crazy amount of destination chains or source chains, Gas.zip is pretty good. Don't sleep on fuel. Fuel, I've been waiting for fuel since last year. Since even 2022, I think. Testnet, Avail, Testnet, I have been doing it pretty good. Have you checked out Babylon Chain? Looking to run a node for their airdrop. I haven't. I don't know what it is. I bought Omnibus 1 week ago for $250. Do you think it gives you an airdrop? It might, serve as a multiplier, the NFT, but it will not be something that that is a requirement, like having it, and if you don't have it, you're not going to be receiving the airdrop. Obviously, no. But if you have it, most likely it might help for you to receive a higher airdrop or a bigger airdrop or a bigger allocation, most likely. Oh, other than that, let me cover one thing here before we go. So on layer 3, again, I added the link in the description so you guys can check it out. But there is a quest for Polyhedra. Pretty easy to use. You just need to mint an NFT, then bridge using it, and then claim your reward. That's it. I haven't because I need some funds on base. That's it. So make sure you do it, because in the end it might help. There is another thing that you can do for Polyhedra, which is using zk bridge and using messages. So if you haven't started, most likely you guys need to do it. You guys can even see there will be a token airdrop for Binance Web3 wallet. So they are talking about the airdrop. And now, let me say one thing here, which is very important. Back in December, I was talking about Zeta Chain. I mentioned that most likely we should be receiving the airdrop in the next month or just a few weeks, just because they have been talking about airdrops on BitGet wallet, airdrop on OKX wallet. So whenever you guys are seeing something like this, that means the airdrop is extremely close. So if you haven't started, or if you already started, just make sure to start adding some transaction on Polyhedra. It is extremely easy to use. You guys can mint an NFT just by going to gallery, completely free. You don't need to pay for it, just for the gas fee. And you can even select different ones. Once you have it, go to NFT, then you can transfer your NFT to one chain to the other. So right there, you're basically using zk bridge again, which, by the way, zk bridge is Polyhedra. And you can also bridge some funds from Ethereum to Polygon, so on and so forth. What's your best LayerZero farming route? Well, there is a PDF link in the description. Again, Gas.zip, Jumper, Stargate Finance, OmniBTC, Holograph. That's what I have been using. Would bridging the same 1K into zkSync 10 time count as 10K volume? Yes. Yeah. That is 10K volume. If you do it 10 times, yes. So I added the link for this on the PDF, which you guys can use it. Again, this is not accurate, unfortunately. NFT Copilot is not accurate, because if I add one of my wallets here, let me go ahead and do it so I can show you guys what I mean. So it is showing that my ranking is 382 and I have 54 transactions. Okay, cool. But if I go to LayerZero scan, you guys will see that I have 89 transactions. 89. And here it is showing that I have 54. So I know for a fact this is not accurate, unfortunately. So yeah, you guys can still use it to check some information. But as long as you're seeing your transaction on LayerZero, you're basically good to go. Just check it on LayerZero scan. If it went through, you're good. So yeah, basically that's it for today, even though this was kind of laggy. Let me know, guys, if you have any last question before I go. But quick summary, again, there is a link in the description. If you guys want to add some volume towards LayerZero, it is completely free. You don't need to pay for it. But if you want to add a tip, you can also do it. Should be something like this. Just type 0 and then claim it. There is really like 1,000 transactions for you to take using LayerZero. Don't go crazy. Don't add 1,000 transactions today. Obviously, make sure to separate that, and most likely you should receive something good out of it. Also, make sure to complete the layer 3 quest from Mode and from Polyhedra. Pretty easy to use. In less than 30 minutes, you should be done. And lastly, Li-Fi. You can go ahead and check your points. Added the link also for that in the description. What else? What else did I cover today? Scroll also added the link for Scroll, which is a guide. And 2 very important announcement or tips or announcement, however you want to call it. Number 1, make sure to always leave at least $15 on chain. Number 2, Starknet is a scam. Thank you for watching. Take care, guys. See you later. Oh, let me go ahead and answer that question. So how much money do you think we can expect from zkSync in top tiers? Top tiers, if you are really top tiers, most likely you should do more than 10K from zkSync. I'm pretty sure. But obviously that means if you are top tiers and if we're really hitting all the requirements, I'm pretty sure you guys can hit 10K from zkSync. And to be honest, it should be even more than that. zkSync airdrop will be bigger than Arbitrum. So that means the maximum allocation for Arbitrum was worth around 15K, I think, 15, 17K. So just do the math. For zkSync, most likely it will be more. And also Arbitrum, they did the airdrop in a bear market. Right now, this is a rally. So obviously, price will continue to go up. zkSync is massive. So expect something good out of it. Do you still make transaction on Chroma? Here and there, sometimes. Sometimes I do add some transactions. Not too crazy. What else? Lastly, so we also covered that. And I mean, again, add the link for this if you guys want to check it out. So make sure to read this, which is coming from the CEO, I mean the co-founder of zkSync. So check this out. I added the link again because it was on the previous live stream. Is using zkSync native bridge mandatory? I don't think so. If they do the same thing as Arbitrum, most likely no. But if you can use it, go ahead and do it. It might serve as a pretty good multiplier. Yeah, I know it is kind of expensive. So maybe wait until something like Sunday at 3 a.m. Usually they are pretty cheap at that time. But I do think it is worth it. And you don't need to bridge a crazy amount. You just need to use it. Obviously, if you can bridge a lot of money, it will be better. But just make sure to use it at least one time if you can. Which, to be honest, that is exactly what I do on all of my wallets. My main, I just try to add maybe 2 to 3 transactions using the native bridge. That's it. So there you go, guys. Thank you for coming. See you back tomorrow.